Are you fed up with the relentless push for age verification with ID checks? And the so-called online safety measures being forced on everyone, even though most of us never asked for and never wanted? Are you exhausted by these endless, one-sided battles where the roles keep shifting? Freedoms erode bit by bit, and things that used to be considered fringe or unacceptable are suddenly treated as the new normal. Right now, we're watching major platforms, once places for open connection and free expression, tag-teaming with governments worldwide to act as gatekeepers. They decide who gets to speak, who gets access, and who gets locked out, all under the banner of protecting kids. The go-to excuse is always the same. It's for the children. But let's be real, most people see right through this bullshit. These policies don't just target minors. They create invasive surveillance systems, demand personal data from adults, and limit speech for everyone. We keep seeing laws requiring age checks for social media access and other places on the internet. Places like Australia and the UK seem to be the start of this spreading garbage, often involving government IDs, facial scans, or other tracking tech. The result? A more controlled, less free internet where privacy is sacrificed and dissent is easier to silence. Yet here we are, still handing over our data and attention to the very systems that treat us like suspects. Enough is enough. Stop playing the victim and start reclaiming your power. These corporations and platforms only have the influence they do because we keep feeding them. They thrive on our dependence, our daily logins, our endless scrolling. The moment you recognize that illusion of power, you can shatter it. The truth is, you hold the real leverage. These platforms aren't invincible gods. Their business is built on user participation. Without us, their lights go out. Their algorithms die without our engagement. Their ad revenue dries up without our eyes. And their community guidelines become meaningless when no one is participating. The dependency flows one way. We don't need them nearly as much as they need us. So what do you do when something you rely on starts abusing you, disrespecting your rights, and treating you like property? You walk away. You find alternatives that actually respect your autonomy, your privacy, and your freedom of expression. Shift your energy to platforms and services that don't demand you surrender your identity or bow to arbitrary censorship. Decentralized networks, privacy-focused apps, and open-source tools exist precisely for this moment. They're built by people who reject the corporate government alliance. I understand alternatives are going to be less convenient and you will have to learn new things. But it's how you stop being weak and giving away your power. Self-hosted tools or encrypted cloud alternatives give you control over your data instead of renting it from big tech leeches. The shift won't happen overnight, and it won't be effortless. Habits die hard, networks have a strong grip, and not every friend will follow right away. But every single person who migrates chips away at the old system's dominance. When enough of us move, these bloated controlling platforms either adapt by dropping the invasive policies or fade into irrelevance. History shows boycotts and mass shifts work when people get serious. We've seen it with products, services, and even entire industries. You need to stop begging for scraps of freedom from entities that profit from taking it away. Stop feeding the machine that disrespects you. Redirect your time, attention, and energy to spaces that treat you as a sovereign individual, not a data point or a child needing supervision. It's time to grow a spine, break the dependency, and build something better. Your rights aren't negotiable, and your online life shouldn't require permission slips or surveillance. Take back control by not using platforms that give you features, but not respect. The power has always been yours, so stop being weak and use it. If you agree, make sure to like the video and subscribe to join us. See you in the next one.